got lawsuits in America against them, and the farmers were paid off quietly. So you could get fined for actually dumping fluoride on land and rivers.
Right.
They found a way of dumping it into your body quite legally.
Quite legally. Okay. What I want to do, I want to spin it right around here because this is just fascinating information. It's just music to the ears, listening to you, Brother Noakes. Now the question will be now is that, as we know that the pharmacists,
Pharmaceuticals, yeah.
they're making money at the ignorance, because to them it's a big business, right? And the question will be now is that which the way forward in terms of taking our health to another level now? What we should be doing?
Okay. Each individual, I mean, we're all responsible for our own health as our most valuable asset, as you were saying at the beginning. So, somebody else doesn't have responsibility of looking after you, my body or your body. Only you.
Yeah.
Right? Because, again, it's a law of nature. If you don't care for it, it's not going to serve you. Yeah? So, I mean, people who own cars know that they have to look after their car. They'll be out on a Sunday morning, washing it, polishing it, take it for the MOT, give it the right petrol. Yeah? But do the same individuals do that with their body?
That's right.
No.
The vehicle of the soul.
Exactly. Now, you're going to live in it, hopefully, well, it's supposed to be about 80 to 90 years on average. But a lot of people don't make that. They're gone long before. Right? And then, in the process of going, there's pain and suffering, which could have been avoided.
That's right.
So it's like, the message is, if you don't look after your body, you're the one going to feel the pain, not somebody else. So it's your responsibility not to feel the pain. Somebody can't have the pain for you. It's common sense.
Right.
It's still not easy to maintain that standard of intentions and approach to health when the very people who have control over the sources of our food and stuff in our societies have got the wrong intention straight from the beginning.
Yeah.
So.
But what happens is, everything isn't poisonous or toxic. So some food is still left pure and natural. So it's knowing which ones to avoid and which ones to consume.
And which people to buy or to trade your stuff from.
That's right. Now, one interesting is, I mean, when I go shopping, I now know virtually what's in everything I'm going to eat. Yeah. In fact, even when you know, you always have to be on your guard because you can still get caught. I've learned always to be alert. I mean, last week I had an experience. I actually went to the health food shop. Now you think health food shops are safe, right?
You think?
Right. And this is how I nearly get caught. I actually saw protein powder, and on it was the word, it had printed aspartame free. Right? Printed in quite large letters. I thought, well, this is unusual. Here is a product, at least they've realized the danger of aspartame, and they didn't put it in. So I bought it, it cost me £2.10. Took it home, and then I looked on the back and I saw very small fine print. I looked at it the first time and it was a blur. I literally couldn't read it. So I waited until I got home and then put on the bright light and sort of try and focus. But this was so tiny.
Okay then.
You know, it was really, really difficult to read it. But as I focused more and more, I actually recognized that it still had the aspartame in it. So what they did was they used the German equivalent, which is acesuflame K, and they put that in it and tell you it's aspartame free. So I knew what to look for, and yet still I got caught because I glanced at the label initially, didn't read the small print. Okay, I took it back. I got my money back.
Mm.
So
Obviously, they knowing them, they wasn't really aware themselves. They're working it, so not really.
They're conning you by saying,
well, yeah,
that's
I mean,
the thing that's
possibly.
not
I mean,
good for you.
the people who work in the shop are unlikely to
Yeah.
know. I
No.
mean, they're just selling something,
Selling.
and they're taking it in good faith.
Okay.
But the manufacturer
Okay.
is the guilty one,
That's right.
because that's clearly a case of misinformation.
Mm-hmm.
They've clearly said that something isn't in it when it is.
Mm-hmm. So they're
But
the one-
replaced it with the other thing that's just as bad anyway. It's
Yeah.
just a different name.
Yeah.
So a new channel of
Exactly.
conning people, basically.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, the same thing with the fruit flavored water. People think they're drinking water. Now, because the water in London doesn't taste very nice, a lot of people now find it difficult to drink.
Yes.
Don't you think the whole concept of having to buy the only thing which we really need
Yeah.
is a con in itself, or it's not cool in itself that we've got to buy water
Yeah.
when we do have good plumbing and things, and
Yeah,
fine, there's a
exactly.
lot of people in London, but still, you should have water that it should be possible with all this technology in the world these days to
Yeah.
produce water that's sound enough to drink.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean,
and
the technology.
satisfy the mind, body, and soul
Right.
connection.
Technology is there that you can filter out water and get it pure.
Mm.
But of course, that's going to add to the cost of the water. So, yes, it is possible. I mean, you can buy fluoride-free water and water without any of the toxic chemicals.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there were 3 brands in the UK. 2 were from the US, imported, and 1 from Jamaica. Well, all 3 now have disappeared off the market.
Is that so? Yeah.
You know, so one was called Wata, W-A-T-A, from Jamaica. You was able to get it on West Green Road
Oh. Okay.
in like Tropical, used to sell it. They've taken it off the market. The other one was called Perfect Water, which mainly chemists used to sell. And again, that one's disappeared. And the third one, also American, just trying to remember the name, it's slipped me, it'll come back. But it's ironic that there's no problem getting the toxic ones with the fluoride and all the dangerous chemicals. That's